The High Court on Wednesday reserved for the judgment the manability of the petition filed asking for the health status of the Chief Minister Parrikar be ascertained by doctors and made public. Here's more.
The petition was filed by politician Trajano de Mello and had sought to know the Chief Minister's health status. The petitioner wanted the court to direct Chief Secretary Dharmendra Sharma to evaluate the Chief Minister's health condition with the help of a panel of expert doctors and release the report to the public. Court had earlier asked the government if the medical report on the health condition could be presented to the court in a sealed cover.
The matter has been reserved for judgment. I expect the judgment to come in another 2 to 3 days as indicated by the court. So we'll leave it now that we've placed all the facts and the law before the court. It is for the court to decide. We have full faith in the court. Question that is now writ large before the court and the court will have to pass its judgment is on the question is whether the right to privacy and the fundamental rights of the Chief Minister, whether those rights take precedence over the rights of the public to know whether the Chief Minister is in a position to discharge his official functions as a Chief Minister of the state.
The court heard the argument throughout the day, and in an affidavit filed before the court last week, the Chief Secretary had said that since the petition was political in nature, Parrikar's health status could not be disclosed on the grounds of privacy.
The government of Goa has taken up a plea that the petition was not maintainable on account of the fact that in fact their case is that the Parrikar's right to privacy, fundamental rights are being infringed, and if information is given as to his health status, whether he is able to discharge his functions as a Chief Minister, then his right to privacy, fundamental rights would be infringed. The second point that the government took up in their arguments was on the question of that the petitioner had filed the petition to gain political mileage, and that we were in fact that we were not bona fide petitioners. In reply thereafter, when the AG finished his arguments, in reply to that we in fact took the court to newspaper reports reporting press conferences given by the Revenue Minister to say that the entire administration had collapsed on account of the absence of the Chief Minister. We also took to press conferences of the MGP party to indicate that because of the pancreatic cancer illness of Mr. Parrikar, Chief Minister, that in fact and in his absence from office, that the entire administration had collapsed. So we tried to controvert all allegations to say that we have come before the court based on substantial news reports based on press conferences. One of the major issues that was taken up by the Advocate General in his submissions was basically he tried to allege that in fact our entire petition was based on press reports. We tried to point out to the court in reply that in fact the Chief Minister is not accessible to the members of the public. That in fact when the delegation tried to meet the Chief Minister, we were told by the collector that in fact that the Chief Minister is physically incapacitated.
Our video journalist Yashwant Para from Panaji.